Hello everyone, we are live again for a new session that is related to how to find supervisor for postgraduate research. So into today's lecture, we will be discussing that why selection of supervisor is important, and we will sort out how you will sort out your research idea, how to search for supervisor, and then how to match the things. And after that we will be discussing enlist your choices and how to select them and get in touch, and I will also share some tips as well. So without further ado, I will go to that why supervisor is selection is important. Supervisor is one of the significant people in your academic life because they are your mentor, they are your role model, they are confident, they are your cheerleader, and they are your advisors as well. And supervisor is among those people of your life that save your academic life and surely save your degree as well. And sometimes this has happened that due to any reason, if you are not comfortable with the supervisor, the student get into stress, they get into depression, they also argue sometimes, and in result they used to change the supervisor and also a change of universities, and also overall you are mentally distorted if you have a wrong selection of supervisor. But don't worry, we will help you all in this aspect so that you can take this decision very comfortably. So first, most important thing is you have to sort out your research idea, that on which particular topic or on which particular area you are going to work on. For that, you must know your past qualification. For example, you have completed your bachelor of engineering in electronics, or if you have completed bachelor in commerce or bachelor in business administration. This is also important. And also after that, your expertise and skills. For example, you have some experience in job, so what are your expertise, you have some skills, you have learned some softwares, you have new knowledge with that. And also you have to look that what currently is going on. For example, in electronics, in automation, artificial intelligence is among booming field. And you can also, for that you can communicate with the senior. So basically a research idea came from your qualification, your knowledge, your prior knowledge, your skills, your experience, from your own interest. And also you can communicate with your senior so that you can think that on which particular idea you should work on. If you all are clear that you are clear about your research idea, then straight away you should go to your research proposal. Today we are not talking about the research proposal. I will talk about how to draft the research proposal in upcoming lectures. So if any of them is missing, for example, you are not sure about your interest, you are not sure about your topic, you are not sure about your qualification, you are not sure about your skills, so you should formulate at least a research question or a summary or a abstract that what actually you want to you want to work on. So this is very important. If you have a complete idea, if you have a complete know-how that on which particular field you are about to work or going to work, then it is very important you should go for the research proposal. If you are not clear about your research proposal, at least you should come up with a strong research summary or a strong research question, that what particular things you will address in your research. So this is all you have to need information regarding sort of your research area. Now one of the most important question came, how to find or how to search for supervisor. So the one of the most important thing to find a supervisor is a scientific database, and among them Google Scholar is one of them. I am giving you the live demonstration that how you should work on on the Google Scholar in order to find the expertise. I am just sharing my screen with that. So with that, you have to just go through the googlescholar.com, and then you have to write just a professor if you directly know his name. For example, I already searched my name, so you can see my profile is available here, and whatever publications I have completed here, it will give you all the description here. I have also some of my colleague, they are working on the different aspects as well. For example, I am searching another professor, DMA Hussain, so that you can see that whatever his research background, his current research, you will get all information here. So if you are not clear about your professor, you can also write down here specialization field as well. For example, you are about to work on data sciences. Here you can search about the data sciences, and you can set the year into 2020, and you will see that there will be so many research came in front of you. You can also find out directly with the name, or you can also find out with their research topic as well. So this is one of the criteria, that how you will be how you will be searching the supervisor. So we are again going back toward the presentation. And second most is academic blog. You should join several academic blog. If you will Google them, there are so many academic blog that will tell you that on which particular topic which university is good. For example, related to automobile, Germany is very good with respect to artificial intelligence, AI. The Germany is also very good into that. So you will find several academic blocks into that field. And other than that, you can also directly go towards the university website, and you can find directly academic profile of the professor. For that, I am again sharing you how you can go through directly to the university website and found their detail as well. So I am again sharing the screen. Uh, so here you can see there. I have searched here, for example, Aalborg University, that is situated into the Denmark. I directly go to their website, and after their website, I just click on to the research section, because as we are moving towards the postgraduate studies, so you should link with the research here. I just click to the researcher, and you will come on to this section. Here you can see all the researcher that are working currently with the Aalborg University of Denmark. You will find their profile. You will find their interest. For example, we are taking an example that Professor Evan Ayan. He is a complete professor in designation. He's specialized in computer science, but into computer science, he is currently working on human-centered computing. So this is how you can search a particular profile of the professor. Here you can see, if you will open separately his profile, you will see that how his career is going to be work on. Okay, so this is how you should go directly to the website. You should search the profile of a particular professor of your research relevant field, and then you can find them. Here you can see one more term is their projects. I will explain just into a few time that what's it's all about. So I hope you will have already got the idea how you can search the professor. You just go on directly to the university website, and then click on the research and click on the research profile. You will found many details about professors, about lecturers, about researchers that are currently working on the particular topic. So with that, we are again going back towards our presentation so that we can continue with that. So I have completely give you the demonstration how you can find out your supervisor from Google Scholar, how you can find out your details about from academic blogs, and how you can directly get the information about any supervisor directly from the university website, and you can directly search their academic profiles. After getting your research idea, after searching oriented supervisor, you must match your research idea with the research field. So research idea will be belong to you because you are the candidate, and research work or research field will be of your supervisor. So there should be the match between your idea, between your interest, and the field currently the professor is working on. This is very important. If there is a mismatch between the choice of your interest and the field of your supervisor, it will be very difficult to go ahead, because sometimes this has happened that a student is prior to focus on the different thing, but the field related to the supervisor is totally different. So you have to be very careful that you have to match your specialization, and you have to match the research work that is currently available with your supervisor. So now we are moving toward the next part, which is called, there are two ways you can pursue masters, or you can pursue PhD, whatever field it is. Either you are going for postgraduate study into social sciences, either you are want to go to the arts, either you are going to be humanity, or either you are able to work on STEM, means science, technology, engineering, and management. The one thing is that you must have a good idea. For example, if you don't have a good idea, or you are not sure about the good idea, or you are still not sure about the research question, the second thing is that you must see that on which project the supervisor is currently working on. So if you remember, when I was showing you the profile of the supervisor, there are one tab for the project. So this is where you will look that on which currently project that supervisor is working on. So still you have two choices: either you have a good research idea or a research question that you have developed from your qualification, from your experience, from your interest, or second, you should directly go to the website of university and see that on which currently project the supervisor is working on. So there are two ways: either you should be shift to the interest towards the project, or either you should be focused on the research idea or on the research question that you have developed from your own experience. Now after that, what you have to do, you have to make the list of all expert that are available according to your domain, right? So after list, this list will help you in many aspects. It will help you in sorting out that on which particular research the currently professor is working on. It will also tell you that your research area or theme is still workable with the supervisor. And sometimes this is also happened that maybe supervisor have a project, or maybe supervisor have different themes to work on, but he is currently not accepting the students. So this is sometime also happened. So there are many questions that you have to answer when you are making the list of different supervisor, after watching their profiles, after watching their academic background, after watching their current research as well. And also after having the above question, you have to see also the requirement of the university as well. Sometimes even though the professor is interested to take you as a postgraduate student, but university have different uh, university have a different requirement. For example, sometimes university has the requirement for IELTS, sometimes the university has the requirement for GRE, or they have also requirement for TOEFL. So you have to additionally look this thing a part of finding the supervisor, that what are the criteria of a particular university, right? So you have to, if you will list them, surely you will be able to answer all these questions when you find your supervisor. So this will actually, when you will make the list, it will bring you to select one of them which is best matches to your mind. For example, you are interested to work on data sciences, so you will look many professor that is related to the data sciences, and after that you have to answer all these questions, and you will come up with the best solution, that on which particular university, on which particular the supervisor or professor you should work on. So this is how the structure of your list should be. It should include your name of supervisor. For the sake here, I have included a name of Professor David. And you can also include its faculty name, university name, field research, project, means whether it has project or not, feedback from the past and current student. I will explain this part into the tips, so that you can betterly select your shortlist or not. If you are not interested in any of them, you can just select here no, so that it will be eliminated from your list. And also you can here make a new column whether you have contacted or not. You can also include here a new column in which you have means you should maintain a database that you have already contacted to this professor and still you are waiting for his reply. This will give you a good structure for how to maintain that whenever you are finding your supervisor. And how to get in touch with the supervisor, for that I have already make a video, that writing email to foreign professor for admission, in which I have already discussed the three successful tips with do's and don't. The link of that YouTube video is already available. You can just go into the description and watch this video completely. After shortlisting the professor, or after shortlisting the supervisor, how you can write an email to the supervisor, talk to the alumni of supervisor. For example, the supervisor already have pass out or different students already have been pass out with that supervisor or with that professor. You should contact them, and you can ask about that professor or supervisor, that how his nature is, how his working style is. You can ask also this one. Or for example, if you are already available into the advanced country, for example Germany, France, US, Canada, you can also take a demo classes for your supervisor, better understanding of their knowledge and of their working style. The third is know him personally into the class. We have also discussed. And the next tip is that you can also try to understand his expectation from the student as well. Sometimes this has happened that a very well-known professor, they have a very big expectation from the student, that they will publish the paper into Q1, or sometimes they have expectation of having patterns, or sometimes publication into the flagship conference. So you must know that what are his expectation from his student as well. And also you should be learning that he's a great professor, that you can also comfortable with his working style. Sometimes this has happened that professor or supervisor, he's on very advanced stage, and it's not easy for you to work on comfortable, because you never met each other, you have never communicated before. So So these are some things that you have to be very careful before finding your supervisor, that your working style is very comfortable with his uh, working style. And also some of the professors, they are very strict into the deadline, that you must submit before deadline, or it means overall you have to learn everything about him, about your supervisor, that or what kind of nature he is. And like if you will ask from me, I will use to prepare the finishing of work before time. So these are some things that you have to take care. So understanding of work style, understanding of his nature, understanding of his expectation is very much important in order to find your supervisor for your postgraduate study, because you will be working with him for your next 4 to 5 years of your academic life. If you are applying for the PhD, or if you are applying for the masters, surely you're gonna spend with him 2 to 3 years. So this was all about today's session. With that, I will conclude today's session. If you have any confusion, you can just comment on a YouTube channel, or you can also comment me on my Facebook page as well. And the link is already available. Please share your success story if you got something, or if you are succeeding after watching my video. So with that, I am finishing that. If you have any thing to discuss, you can contact me anytime. Okay, stay safe at home, and I wish you all, you should have a great day. Goodbye.